The other day I shared some of Venerable's teachings that she gave back in 2005 on how to take care of our grief and the process of understanding what grief is and how to work with it. And so we're going to do a little backtracking today because as I've been going over some of my notes about other teachings that she gave, I found some of the notes that I wrote when we did the Memorial Day retreat this past year on death and caring for the dying. And I'm just feeling very called to really work on my mind and prepare my mind for supporting people who are dying in my life. And because I've had very little experience of it, Achala was actually the first being that I've ever been with when they were dying. And then having Don die, and then we've had some members in the community who have lost some very dear people. And some of us have aging parents and people who are sick in our lives. And so I just wanted to share some of the teachings that Venerable gave last spring that I continually feel helpful. It's not only to prepare our minds to be able to support those dying in our lives with a lot of with skill and some wisdom and compassion, but also to encourage them and also to help them move through the process. And this is for some of it has a Buddhist worldview to it, and some of it has just anybody that you have, no matter what their spiritual traditions are, to support them. And I don't know how far I'll get today, but I'll do my best. So the first thing, and I'm trying to put this in the context of karma, is that there are, from my understanding, there's two types of basic karmic results. There's a throwing karma, and then there's a completing karma. The throwing karma are the karmic seeds that ripen at the time of death, depending on whether our minds are in virtuous states or states of fear and anxiety and worry, knowing that until we reach the path of seeing, our minds are going to be under the control of ignorance for sure, which is going to propel us to a rebirth any way you look at it. But on where the mind is during dying has a lot to do with where it's going to influence quite a bit where we're going to be reborn. And then the completing karmas are the ones that ripen during the course of any rebirth that bring up fortunate states, misfortune, our environment, the way in which we experience results similar to the causes, the seeds that we've planted in previous lives, and also the habituated ways of thinking and speaking and acting are also results of karma, called completing karma. That's kind of a real fundamental understanding, at least from my side. That's what I'm thinking. So it's very, very important to support and encourage our friends and loved ones to generate as much as they can as they're dying at the time of death, a mind that is at peace somewhat, in a sense of having meaning in their lives, and of joy, of forgiveness, of compassion, in whatever level that they can hold that. And us being in their lives as friends and family, we can help facilitate that. So a few weeks or a few months before their death, if it looks like that's going to be coming soon, is that it's very important that we, as important parts of their lives, share with them all the positive, all the wonderful things that we have experienced in being in relationship to them. You know, all the wonderful things that we've learned from them, all the really great experiences that we'll always cherish that have added meaning to our lives, to really share that in a very, not because we want to bring up attachment and have them miss us even more, but to really celebrate how happy we were that they were in our lives. Then it's very important to encourage them to remember their own love, their own kindness, their own support of others, and all the guideposts and the things in their lives that had a lot of meaning and purpose in benefiting others. It's very important to listen to them. If they feel that they have to make apologies or they're holding some hurt feelings or some grudges, regrets, to hold that in a very skillful way, not pressuring them, but to let them go through their process of what they would like to do in regards to that. I know that Venerable John Pell, when Don was executed, he made a commitment to follow through with some letters and some people in Don's life that he wasn't able to apologize to these people in particular, that he asked Venerable John Pell if it would be at all possible, if he had, if he could do that in whatever way, to let those people know that Don had really wished them well and had some things he wanted to say to them.